Now we are discussing how to pick up hyperparameters at random. I know my neural network should have only 50 to 100 number of activation units in a particular layer. Maybe that layer is L. In that L layer, I am expecting 50 to 100 activation units, but I do not know what is the number that suits for me. I can take either 50 or 60 or 70 or 80 or 90 or 100, but I do not know the number. Now I can pick up first 50 and then I can check for some 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. This is the normal scale we will check. There is no problem with this. And when I want to uh, check layers, I know my neural network should consist only 2 to 4 layers, but I do not know whether I can use 2 or 3 or 4. Now I can check with 2 and 3 and 4. This is no problem. But now the problem comes when we use the alpha. We are expecting the alpha value from 0.0001 to 1. Means you can say we want to check 0 to 1 random values. But this time you may take 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 and so on, 0.9, 0.9 and 1. But by this process, you are missing some important factor, that is alpha value. Actually, we have to concentrate from 0.0001 to 0.1. In this range, if we try more random values, we may get the minimum value of the cost function. But the problem is with this normal scaling, we may not get that much iterations, or we may not get that much random values in between 0.0001 and 0.1. That's why we are going for the logarithmic scale for this alpha and beta. So when we are taking the logarithmic scale, already we know we implemented this logarithmic scale in frequency response. When we are using this logarithmic scale, we get training samples in between. We get different random values in between 0.0001 to 0.001 and 0.001 to 0.01 and 0.01 to 0.1 and 0.1 to 1. This is how we are expecting. Means whatever the number of random values we are getting, same number of random values we are expecting in between 0.01 to 0.1 and 0.001 to 0.01 and 0.001 to 0.001. But we do not expect 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.9 and 1, this scale. But we are expecting this kind of scale because we know alpha value. We want to consider a very lower values when, particularly when we are dealing with the gradient descent. Now, for this we are taking the logarithmic scale. R is equal to, now we are writing R is equal to -4 np dot random dot rand. The minimum value of this is -4 and the maximum value is 0, because the random value we will get -4, because we are getting, when the random value is 1, we are multiplying with the -4, it is -4. When the random value is 0, it is 0. In between these -4 and 0, we may get different values, but the minimum value is -4 and the maximum value is 0. Now we are writing alpha is equal to 10 to the power r. R value is ranging from -4 to 0. Now this is in the logarithmic scale because the minimum value is -4. Now alpha is equal to 10 to the power -4. 10 to the power -4 means 0.0001. Maximum value is 10 to the power 0. 10 to the power 0 means it is 1. This is how we use the logarithmic scale for the alpha, and also we can use the logarithmic scale for the beta. Why logarithmic scale for the beta? We want to change the values of beta in between 0.9 to 0.999. You already know from the previous classes, when we use the 0.9, we discussed the temperature for the moving average for the 10 days temperature we will get. Here the moving average for previous 10 gradients we will get. The moving average for previous 1000 days temperature we will get when we use the beta value 0.999. So this small factor, when we change the beta value from 0.9 to 0.999, the number of days that are changing 10 to 1000. So that's why we want to change the beta value also logarithmically. So here, instead of taking the beta, we are writing it as a 1 minus beta. Now 1 minus beta is 0.1. When we take a beta value 0.9, and 1 minus beta is 0.001 when we take the beta value as 0.999. Now this is a 10 to the power minus 1. This is a 10 to the power minus 3. So R value is ranging from minus 3 to minus 1. Now we are writing 1 minus beta is equal to 10 to the power R. So the R value, minimum value is 10 to the power minus 3 means 0.01. Maximum value is 10 to the power minus 1, 0.1. Now we have considered 1 minus beta, but beta is equal to 1 minus 10 to the power R. So if I substitute R as minus 3, then we will get 1 minus 10 to the power minus 3 as 0.999. Now when I substitute R as minus 1, then I will get 0.9. This is how we use the exponentially weighted averages when we are taking the hyperparameters for exponentially weighted averages. Those exponentially weighted averages can be considered on the logarithmic scale for better usage of the random values. So this is how we have the additional capability to use the logarithmic scale whenever we want to pick the random values. Instead of picking random values in the normal scale for the alpha and beta, we can pick up the random values by using this logarithmic scale.